Usually when you think about launching a massive enterprise marketing campaign, you picture this like war room, whiteboards, cold coffee, uh, tons of manual data entry,
Oh, yeah, that classic creative brainstorm followed by just an exhausting marathon of repetitive execution.
right? Well, what if that execution team lived right inside your software? Like we always do. I've got the AI Agent Store.ai website page pulled up right here. And today we are unpacking Adobe Experience Cloud AI agents.
Which is basically like having this invisible, highly caffeinated marketing team seamlessly handling all the grunt work for your customer journeys.
Exactly. And what's really fascinating is how independent that digital team actually is, right?
Oh, absolutely. We're looking at a closed source suite that operates with a 70% autonomy level.
Wait, okay, I gotta stop you there. 70%.
Yeah, 70%.
That sounds incredibly high when we were talking about enterprise budgets and brand reputation. I mean, how are they operating that independently without just, you know, going completely off the rails?
Well, it really comes down to what Adobe calls the Experience Platform Agent Orchestrator.
Okay, so what does that actually do?
Think of it as the core engine. It's like the system's reasoning and trust layer.
Break that down for me, though. What does a reasoning and trust layer actually do in practice?
So instead of a standard bot that just executes a rigid step-by-step list, this layer acts way more like a master conductor.
Gotcha.
It interprets the actual context of a situation, plans out a multi-step action, and then double-checks that everything aligns with your specific brand guidelines.
Wow, so it's doing the quality control, too.
Exactly. And if the logic passes, it just executes the next move. It doesn't need a human to click approve at every single stage of the process.
That sounds great in theory, but it brings up an obvious question for me.
Which is?
Well, if the system is running 70% of the show, what exactly are you doing? Like, what is the human in the loop doing with that remaining 30%?
Right. So you are providing the strategic guardrails. The AI does the heavy lifting of the logic and execution, but you set the initial goals.
So I'm basically defining the target metrics and validating the final outputs.
Yeah, exactly. You're the director, and the orchestrator is your crew. And they don't just work in isolation either. They coordinate multiple specialized Adobe applications across your workflow.
Okay, let's ground this a bit. Walk me through a real-world scenario. Say you're managing a massive product launch. How does this orchestrator actually hit the ground running for you?
All right, let's say you launch the product and suddenly a specific demographic, maybe young professionals, starts engaging way more than you expected.
Which is always a nice surprise.
Right, so the orchestrator spots that real-time customer data immediately. Then it analyzes the context of your existing content.
And it dynamically creates a new audience segment on the fly.
Yes, exactly. And then it immediately optimizes the campaign to target that specific group with the right messaging.
So it's making those mid-flight adjustments autonomously, based on those strategic goals you set at the very start.
Yes, it's really a foundational shape in how top-tier marketing operations actually function.
Well, that level of real-time adjustment makes it pretty clear who this is built for. Looking at the page, it lists marketers, campaign managers, customer experience managers, and enterprise architects.
Yeah, it's definitely tailored for that crowd.
And this is strictly enterprise scale, which totally explains why the price tag just says contact for pricing.
Oh, yeah. You know it's a serious investment when there is no price listed.
So true. So what is the ultimate takeaway for you listening today?
I'd say Adobe is clearly bringing advanced reasoning and multi-step task execution directly into everyday enterprise marketing workflows.
Which definitely raises a much bigger question about the future of the industry itself.
It really does.
I mean, if AI agents are autonomously orchestrating the very journeys and experiments that define the customer experience, will the future human marketer simply evolve into an agent manager?
It is definitely something to chew on next time you are mapping out a campaign.
For sure. Be sure to check out the link at aiagentstore.ai to see this suite for yourself. And sincerely, thank you so much for rating the podcast. We really appreciate it.